teenage anarchist looking for revolution. I had the style, I had the ambition, read all the authors, I knew the Russellans. There was a war, but the class war I was...
How do you feel White Crosses has fallen into like your musical art that you guys have created? It's your 5th studio album?
Hold on. Cowboy Searching.
New Wave,
yes, 5th.
The 5th, okay.
And countless EPs and 7 inches and stuff like that. You know, if people ever like, oh, you completely changed your sound from reinventing Axl Rose or The Crime, which I didn't play on either of those records. Of course we did. It was fucking like 9 to 10 years ago. You know, it's human, we change. And for me personally, it's always natural. Like, it doesn't shock me at all. It's just what happens. It's what we do.
Someone that's listened to you guys since then, I can definitely feel that natural progression. Like, you listen to each album back to back, you're like, oh, I can see why they went that direction. Yeah,
well, I mean, it's, to be quite honest, we learned how to play our instruments better. And, well, James and Tom learned how to sing better. I'm still a pretty shitty singer, but I did take voice lessons in Gainesville with a bunch of little kids at the Gainesville Music Academy. Like,
was that fun?
Yeah, I was like, Mommy made me mash my M&Ms. Mommy made me mash my M&Ms. Yeah, so that.
And so you guys worked with Butch Vig again.
Yes.
How was that?
Oh, great. He's, I don't know if, just believe me when I say this, he is the nicest, most humble guy. There's no ego with him at all. I mean, he's basically just a friend who we make music with. And he happens to be sonically gifted and knows his way around every piece of equipment. So, I mean, making a record with Butch and his engineer Billy, who did New Wave as well, it's just kind of like hanging out with friends.
On the last album, George from How About Music joined the band. How's that?
Oh, it's great. I mean, George lives closer to our practice space than any of us do. Gainesville's a very small town. But we've been friends with George forever. We've toured with Hot Water Music. We've always been friends with him. I don't want to kiss George's ass or anything, but he's always been one of my favorite drummers. Like, I loved Hot Water Music. I still do. And you know, I remember air drumming, and I'm not a very good drummer. And but I would air drum to his things, and playing with him it's awesome. I'm not going to be as cheesy and say it's a dream come true, but also I'll go ahead and say that because he's not the most tech savvy person, so he'll probably never see this. So yeah.
Especially because we're in Canada.
Yeah. Well.
We're hidden by the wall. And last time you guys were here, you played at Groupe off the street at the acoustic show.
At 2:30 in the afternoon.
I was there.
Fun show.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Do you guys like doing this? Like, like on a bigger tour, lets you like connect with everybody?
Absolutely. We were just over in Europe last week, and we were playing the Reading and Leeds festivals in England, and we had a day off, and we decided to play this little bar called the Fighting Cocks, which is in Kingston. I believe it's West London. We're selfish in a way that we like to keep things interesting. We're not like, we won't play unless it's an 800 capacity room. We don't give a shit. We'll play if it's fun, and we want to.
There'd be like 5 people there.
Yeah, and the thing about Fuchs, that came up, and once again, I'm not gonna lie to you, I've been to Fuchs many, many times. I've been to Montreal many, many times, and usually end up there the 5th Tech.
Yeah, I've been there a lot.
Yeah, and you know, it came up, and the Billy Talent Tour was great, but I mean, just the fun to contrast playing an acoustic show at Fuchs where everybody's kind of getting wasted at like 2 in the afternoon, and then going and playing the Bell Center with our friends. It's fun. I mean, why wouldn't you do it?
Sounds like a dream day to me.
Yeah, it is dream day.
What does the future hold for your band?
Just more and more tour. We don't sit still very well, which it seems now that we're getting older and 2 of us have kids, and it seems like we would start to sit still, but it's not really having the effect that you know it would on normal people.
Well, that's good. I support that decision.
Well, yeah, I mean, this, not to be cheesy, this is still a complete dream come true. You know, being 15 years old and just being. And I grew up in North Alabama, very like hillbilly redneck town. We're from North Carolina.
Yeah, I know how it is.
We're in the Southeast Conference. We're all good. You know, I'm 32 years old, and I was just in England. I just played a festival in the middle of the Alps in Switzerland, and now I'm in one of my favorite cities in North America. It's fucking great. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll be like Tom Waits' bass player or something like that. When I'm 60 or whatever. I'm in it to win it.
Sounds great to me. Well, that's it.
Cool.
anarchist, but then the scene got too rich.